I don't see. Oh.
Why would you be on the list? Absolutely. You were just at the bachelorette party.
I told Johnny to take Heavenly off the list because Molly was talking about my marriage.
Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Sam P. Let's talk about the latest episode of Married to Medicine right now. We're back from quad crashing Sweetie's bachelorette, and the ladies are telling their husband everything that happened, you know, from what happened at the guy's bachelorette to what happened at the ladies' bachelorette. That one lady doctor is telling her husband what happened, and she's adding even stories. I'm like, girl, is that really all that Sweetie did? Have Heavenly and Dr. Jackie visiting Phaedra, and Dr. Jackie goes straight to the point and asks her, why did you invite Quad to crash Sweetie's bachelorette? But Heavenly already have her answer ready, which is the same answer she said before, which is BS, honestly. Yes, they were asking about Quad, but it wasn't for you to bring her during such an important moment, right? You did it because of shock value, for the show. Was it a success? Yeah, it was. As the audience, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it thoroughly, but do I think that it's fair to do that to Sweetie? No, I don't think it's fair to Sweetie. And Dr. Heavenly, she keeps on talking about how she doesn't think that Sweetie and Dr. G are ready for marriage. I understand where Heavenly is coming from because she had discussion with Sweetie, and that's why she's feeling that way. But at the same time, you keep on saying it in it and voicing it, it's becoming negative, right? So something that first came from I'm saying what I see is now becoming nagging and you being a hater, and it's just not a good look, honestly. Like, I wouldn't want someone to keep on talking about how I'm not ready to get married when I'm about to get married, and obviously that's what I want to do. And she asked Phaedra opinion, but Phaedra is like, Dr. G loves her, so as far as she's concerned, she has not seen him as happy, and she feels like maybe Sweetie has just been stressed out with the whole wedding planning and everything. To see the same way that Phaedra does. Have Sweetie and Dr. G. Sweetie is telling him how stressed out she is about, you know, the $14,000 extra and everything, and he's telling her, listen, I'm going to step up, everything is going to be fine, you're going to get the wedding that you deserve. Dr. Simone and her husband basically trying to talk some sense into her son. Her and her husband, they have two different ways of parenting. She has high expectation from her sons, and it seems like older son is not getting there when it comes to like grade, and he doesn't understand why his mom is not happy with him getting C's, but it's like, C's is just barely passing. Like, why is a son, you know, okay with a C, right? And I think that what's going on is that the husband is way more gentle with their children, and letting them do a little bit more when she is a little bit more strict. But it seems like they'd rather listen to their dad. So they're at odds because she wants her son to be more focused, to have a plan and everything, but it doesn't seem like this is what's going on. She's explaining that he's been in college for 5 years and he's not even trying to graduate yet. Her son might be going through not knowing what he necessarily wants to do, which now, you know, looking back into life, like how many 18, 20 something year old know what they want to do for the rest of their life? Nobody knows. Like, even I chose a profession that now looking back, is it something that I really wanted to do? No. So I think that this is also a difficulty when you're asking such young people to make a decision on what they want to do. So the problem of him not maybe putting school as seriously as he should. So obviously they have two parenting style, and it's not to Dr. Simone's advantage. And I feel like as a doctor, I understand why she would have such high expectations for her sons. Dr. Heavenly not being invited into the wedding was crazy.
I don't see. Oh.
Why would you be on the list? Absolutely. You were just at the bachelorette party.
Johnny to take Heavenly off the list.
I understand why Sweetie did what she did, but like, you could have sent an email or have like your wedding planner give her a call, but not have them come in there for them to learn that they were not invited. I thought that was crazy. I understand why she did it, because Dr. Evan Lee said a lot of things that appeared negative. You know, like whenever you're about to get married, you only want people that have positive vibe. So why would you want people that don't really want you to do certain, that you perceive don't really want you to do certain things to be there? That's why I felt like Dr. Evan Lee, after she voiced her opinion one time, she didn't need to keep on doing it. And her doing it over and over and over again is a problem. She was able to make it to the wedding, and people thought that was funny. And part here when she's like talking about "I love you, sweetie" and everything.
I talked to you about it.
I love you so much.
Dr. Evan Lee is being an hypocrite, and it's like, wow, like y'all have a lot of courage, because I do think that husband Damon, you know, he really likes Dr. Greg and stuff like that, but you know you don't like that girl like that, so don't act like you have so much love for her and everything when the day before you were super happy that Quad was crushing a bachelorette. I felt like Dr. Evan Lee was too much of an hypocrite, and I just wish that if Sweetie really didn't want her there, to have like a wedding planner give them a call and let them know you're not invited no more, so that they don't even bother coming. But that Dr. Evan Lee's behavior is extremely hypocrite, and when you watch it on the show, it's all funny and stuff. Me personally, from the time they said I'm not on the list, I would have just be gone. But it's clear that she also does not understand why she wasn't invited, because she thinks that the person that shouldn't be invited is Phaedra, because she brought up Quad. But Phaedra and Dr. G's relationship is super close, so that wasn't an option. And yeah, Phaedra did what she did for shock value for the show. That was crazy, but the way she talks about Sweetie and Dr. G is actually extremely positive. She's not saying it won't work or anything like that. She's saying that Dr. G is always happy. Like, she's been quite positive about, you know, the marriage. It's just that she did what she did, which was crazy, but we understand better it's for the show. But yeah, I thought Evan Lee behavior is crazy. I ain't gonna lie. I understand why Sweetie did what she did, but I do feel like she should have given them the courtesy of letting them know they're not invited no more. Let me all know what you thought in the comment. And for those of you that are new, hey, welcome, and I invite you to, you know. And for those of you that have been here with me, supporting me, thank you all so much, and I'll see y'all next week. Bye.